What?
So many comments.
Well, I was using this like acetone-free nail polish remover, and I think it got on the mouse. And it's just sort of
then
like,
it turned your plastic to goo.
yeah, basically.
Chemistry.
And
now
so
it's like tacky.
I can never use my computer again.
Nice.
It's just turned out sticky. So I'm over. I'm done.
That's weird. If it was acetone free, it shouldn't do that. I don't think.
We've moved from hip hop to to sticky computers. That's weird. Just weird.
That's just our hip hop group name.
That is
Sticky
true.
Computer.
Sticky computer. All right. So
I like it.
let's try this again. So yeah, just what did I say? Just the other day, a second group of people have come.
Right. Yeah.
Yep, rolling back into town.
And for those in the audience who aren't familiar, the two groups are the groups that were fighting over this land way long ago. So
That's right. Yeah. So we're going to be opening tonight. Only like a half hour late. As what were we gonna do? As Yezi has
Called the town meeting.
called a town meeting. I figure it's probably like midday or so.
Sure, and don't we have like the stone place where we do it, like the speaking
right
stones?
there. We've got that big spot in the
Is that
town.
on the map?
Yep.
Oh, look at that.
It's in the town square, where the two sets of like the two groups of villagers who live here have arrived and gathered around you. The Tibesians are kind of like, hanging out behind you, kind of there to back you up. And with everything going on, there really hasn't been a whole lot of time for pleasantries or anything. So all of your meetings have been fairly quick. Nobody's had time to sit down and actually do stuff. Who else is there? I imagine that Aldwin is also there.
I'm just kind of flanking her. Not
Right.
really talking much.
And I also imagine that Fiona is there as the religious leader of the community.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Father.
hey,
I was waiting for the match to speak up.
you agreed. I have more Varda converts now in my church.
Bitch, you're in my house.
No,
Hey, I'm
no,
totally
your house is on the
agreed.
map. I see it. Your house is right there on the map. We're in the town square.
Metaphorically, you're in my metaphorical house.
Yeah, but she doesn't live. Wait, she does live at her job.
Metaphorically, we're all in my God's house.
Oh God. Right.
Oh.
So yeah, everybody's kind of gathered around, waiting expectantly for you.
I will be in the crowd of people because clearly I'm not invited to this.
You are fucking up here, bitch! Come on! Oh my god, you and your tiny little feelings. Jesus, get up here!
Tiny little feelings.
Fight.
But it's gonna be one of these fights.
Yeah, on your side, I got brawling, yo.
Just slap fight.
Alright, so yeah, we have everyone there, and I make a special point of having Eric there
Okay.
with whatever, like, the head garment of the Jarl is, but in, like, little kid version.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little pretend king for now. So yeah, I have him up there, just symbolically. And I kind of like...
an evil advisor to whisper in his ear every once in a while and give him commands.
Are you
Evil advisor.
volunteering to Aldwin?
No!
Like,
I think you're a doer.
I don't want anything to do with any of this. There's not much leading astray. So yeah, everyone's gathered, and I introduce like my people, the Tibesians. And I'm like, as I'm sure you're aware, I wrote to my relatives and asked for their assistance in this hard time. And oh shit, I threw the thing away. The dude's name on it. Oznani?
That's
Is
not
that it?
Poland.
Do you
Yes.
say that? Do you say that in character?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, with the guy's name on it.
Yeah. Is he like Lord?
No,
Lord?
no,
He
he's
just
not.
doesn't have an honorific.
No, no. When I say he's a merchant prince, he's not real royalty. He's just like his parents are wealthy enough to have like political power.
Yeah, I just didn't know if there was a title that went along with
So he's Saudi.
that feel. Okay. Yeah, you know, Aznani and his family were gracious enough to answer my plea, and they have brought supplies to see us through to the harvest.
Big cheers go up
Yeah.
for
to-
them.
Yeah, and I haven't really talked to Colin and Fiona about this, but I'm like, and to, you know, celebrate the upcoming harvest and our relief from our thinly stretched food stores, I'm going to be asking Father Colin and Speaker Fiona to be putting together a feast in their honor, of which, of course, you'll all be invited. So I'm just watching
Matt
that.
finally got that fate point from the first session.
You and my goddamn idea. Oh.
I do like how she spun that as her idea. That is pretty
There's gonna be
baller.
some punches thrown.
That is baller.
Yeah, now, you know, now that we're taking care of, like, the good news, I know that things have been difficult, and there have been some questions about land and ownership since the Dominus has been deposed. Are the, like, other crew here, the Mediana?
You don't really see them out there, like
Okay.
like scanning the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't spot them.
I was just curious. Yeah, since the Dominus has been deposed, many of the Varda have come to me with questions about how the land is going to be handled. And I have finally come to a decision on that. Now, I think it would be unfair to punish those who have worked the land by not letting them reap their harvest for this year. So whoever is on land at this moment will be able to finish the growing year and benefit from their efforts. However, after that, any of the Barda who still have members here, family members here, and were removed from their family land, you will be getting your land back.
Yeah.
Now,
There's not happy sounds coming from the crowd as you announce that. There's a lot of what and shouts and boos
from like the
from
settlers?
yeah, from the people who are like, wait, you're gonna let us harvest this year and then kick us off?
Well, I could kick you off now, bitches. No, and you know, this is a new place, and it will be forever changed by the actions of the Dominus. It is not. I understand the circumstances that brought all you newcomers to our area, and we will do our best to find a place for you to own, to grow, to build, and raise your families. But in the meantime, I cannot let you keep land that belongs to the people still here. Was that all the one? Or just Dustin?
No, that was literally just me. Sorry.
Okay, no, I was just. If Aldwin's going green behind me, I should probably be aware of that.
Just slowly slide in the sword.
Right. So let me ask you. So you've made that speech, right? Like,
But much more eloquently.
no, I understand. What's your intent here?
To drop the fucking bombshell.
Well,
Like-
you do that. Like
Critical hit.
do you care about how they react, or is it just one of those things like, fuck them, they're gonna do it, like they're gonna deal with
Not
it?
necessarily. I want it to I want the acknowledgement that it's a really fucking hard position to be in.
Right.
And the effort is, she's putting in the effort to
Like
get land for the Metian.
I don't want them
Yeah.
to feel like they're being completely kicked out.
Right. Okay.
Like, we will make it work for you, but I'm not going to let you keep land of people who are still here. And so
Gotcha.
basically, like, stressing, like, if a family has moved on or was completely killed off, like, that land's fine. The land that the Varda are farming now is fine. Any unclaimed land, like, I imagine, like, I've had time to go over all these land deeds and everything that the Dominus have been collecting
Right.
and kind of figure out at least some sort of a plan to shuffle people.
I think this sounds like an oratory test. I think it's going to be
I was looking for my character sheet on my desk, but
Where'd I put that?
amazing.
It's oratory. I'm going to say ob 4.
That seems
Okay.
fair, considering
Yeah.
the attitude of the group now.
Yeah. I will actually.
Will she give a chance for some of us others to speak so we can give her helping dice?
What? Yeah.
Are
what
you
is-
gonna help me, Colin?
Are you going to let me speak?
Has there been a question?
Ooh,
Sure, I don't have a problem with you.
Yeah.
you are so sassy.
Sassy priest. So, if she gives him a chance to speak, he'll walk up and thank her and thank her for the opportunity to talk about his feast he'll be holding at the church. Make sure it's his idea, petulant man-child. And basically talk about how I mean there might have been some early things that could be harvested or hunts that have gone well, and I'll just let it be known that when the feast is going to be, and that any who wish to attend just bring something small to the table. It could be an apple or whatever, one little thing. But anyone who brings something anyone who brings even the smallest amount of something is welcome to attend.
A potluck. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. What
which
do you
is basically what it was.
Oratory.
Oratory.
Okay.
Wait, let me see.
Now that sounds appropriate. Like, you're,
That's I'm orating.
anyone else?
Just Aldwin standing back there. So say we all.
I don't feel like I would really
No.
You're,
help.
you're not this kind of talker.
No.
That's fine. Yeah. Ob 4. I think if you fail, it's not going to be like starting a riot. You know, we're not going back to the situation that we were
Yeah.
that we're in.
Just larger levels of malcontent.
Yeah, like yeah, the the newcomers, the Imperium people are going to be, you know, basically just like, fuck these people, we're getting screwed over again, before they just start like wandering off
Yeah.
to go
Can't
do
kick
their
a soul
own
off
shit.
our land.
That's right.
Okay. Let me see here. Can I throw in a rule of law for basically kind of being like, you know, this is like how it is. You want to live in Varda.
Yeah.
These are our rules. You know, legally they still belong to these people.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. I don't really want to game for too much here.
Okay.
I mean, I'd like to, but I don't want to be a dick.
Can't you? Could you fork in persuasion, maybe?
Yeah.
Etiquette might be fitting
Is
because you're
that-
trying to. I think etiquette would be
Etiquette?
fitting if you haven't already,
Yeah.
because you're trying to keep them calm and
Yeah.
not piss them off with your words. And
Yeah, except etiquette's really about dealing with nobility.
Mhm. All right. Yeah, because I mean, there's persuasion, but is that just doubling up on oratory?
Yeah, kind of, because persuasion's really about like talking to
Yeah.
a single
soothing
person.
platitudes are ugly truth.
No, but I do have town-wise.
Oh, you could use townwise.
All right. So let's see if I can make work. Damn you.
What's your oratory?
So I made it go away. I think 4. 4. Yeah.
Nice.
Sure, you think that's nice? See my persuasion. It's up to a 6.
Damn.
So I have. Do I add his helping die in the modifiers?
Yes.
And my
Yes.
corpse?
Yes.
Okay. And no Arda yet.
Nope.
Because I have a call on for oratory.
Yeah.
In case.
Yeah. That's only if you're spending persona. up
Yeah.
front.
There we go.
Nice.
I am.
Yeah, I think like I don't think anybody's ever happy about getting kicked off their land, but you're
No, I didn't expect anyone to be happy about this.
right, but you know, it's not you certainly didn't get booed, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
there's more a lot of confusion and, you know, head shakes, but like it goes about as well as you could expect that kind of pronouncement to go. Was there anything else that you needed to announce?
I don't think so. Let me double check, but like, yeah, does the crowd have questions? Because shit is weird right now.
Yeah, not really. Like, I think, I'm sure they will eventually.
Mhm. Well, that's like, I kind of add that in. Like, you guys are welcome to come and talk to me. Like, I'm more than happy to fill, the plebes in my office.
I like how you're like deepening your voice to be like, I don't know, more authoritarian or something. You're like, you can come to me. Like,
I will stoop low enough to talk to you. It's because men, Matt. Just
Yeah.
that's
Fuck the
what I've got
patriarchy.
authority.
Yeah. So that being done, like eventually everybody like goes back to doing their own thing. Osnani kind of catches you as everybody's kind of breaking apart,
Mhm.
and is like that was that seems to have gone about as well as could be expected.
Surprisingly so, given the tensions and riots before Aldwin deposed the Dominus.
I could imagine.
Of course, it helps that they're no longer worried about their children starving, thanks to you.
He says, please, it was nothing. But perhaps sometime soon I could treat you to a meal. I did bring some small provisions from home. I imagine that it's been a long time since you've had food from our homeland.
I checked my watch. I'm like 20 years, motherfucker.
You're-
Dude, left me out here.
This dude's
No,
hitting on you.
Yeah, no, that that's really exciting to her. After all this bland ass Varda food, mayonnaise, motherfucking shit.
and add a little bit of secret sauce, but I think it has some mayonnaise in it too. And you just go on the whole 9 yards rant about mayonnaise, and it's golden.
Yeah. But she was like, that would be absolutely wonderful. Thank you. Whenever works for you. I'm like, the kids go to bed at like 8.
Yeah, he's like, we'll I imagine that you'll be quite busy in the near future, but we'll find time. We'll make
soon.
time for it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Excellent.
And again, if there's anything I can do to make your stay here more comfortable, let me know.
He says, no, we've found the accommodations quite pleasant. And then you notice that he's probably wrapped in like 3 layers, and it's summer here.
Mm-hmm.
Because summer means something very different down south. And as far as he's concerned, it is cold as fuck.
Yeah.
And he's if you'll excuse me, I have some things to attend to with my assistants.
Of course, I have some business in town, so I'll see you back at the keep later.
Of course.
Whatever the fuck it's called.
Of course. And
then I have
he
shit
takes
to
his
do in
leave.
town. I don't know what other people want to do.
Yeah, what is everybody else planning on doing?
Is the feast today?
No.
Okay.
Carlos.
Because nobody's got anything that I'm skipping ahead.
Well, I was gonna circle people up, but I didn't want to take up too much screen time. I can circle people up.
I
I was gonna have words with Yezi, but she kind of.
Just
No,
do
you
it.
got words with me. Fuck, I don't care.
Well, no, because she kind of handled it as well as I mean, I knew it was gonna be a tough call. But I was really worried she was just gonna be like, "All right, fucking Mediani, get out of your land," and
No, see, that was why I was harassing you in the chat, because you were really like just thinking the worst.
yeah.
You're like, Yezi the dictator, here it comes.
I
But
mean,
no.
if you want to do something, Matt, this is Burning Wheel, and you know how to play it.
I know how to play it. I'm good. I'm good.
You want to come get mom, bitch? Bring it.
I think it's playing right now. Right now, at the beginning of everything, if everything's going nicely, Colin is a bit more reactive than proactive. So but that's okay.
Okay.
I'm good.
So
I guess if the meeting's over, I probably want to go follow up with Diana about the wolf situation.
okay.
I thought I told you pretty much everything I knew.
We already talk about it.
I thought so, and I drew you a picture of like columns of what I saw.
Oh, that's right.
I was gonna do some more research today, but
Oh yeah, I'll follow up with the scout,
Mako, yeah.
Mako.
Okay. So Mako, the poor guy, he has been he's kind of taken over Gwenham's old place because Gwenham hasn't really been
Where'd
around
Gwenham go?
after somebody busted all of his fingers.
What? Where'd he go?
Sounds horrible.
That
Haven't
sounds.
seen
Ooh,
him.
would hurt an old man.
That's right.
What kind of man of no god?
What kind of no god man? Yes.
Monster.
Exactly.
Obviously, someone who doesn't believe in the Sky Daddy.
Yeah. Some heathen puncher.
Hey,
Yes.
I know one spell.
Probably picks
Punch.
fights with cops too.
Yeah.
totally does.
Totes, mug goats.
Totes.
I heard he stole a bunch of kids once.
Yeah. A whole bunch.
Locked him in his church.
His binder's full of kids.
Jesus.
Gotta catch them all.
Who's doing what now? What's happening?
Right?
Gotta catch them all nice.
That's not okay.
Guys, this is Burning Wheel, not an Alabama Senate race. Come on.
Oh my god.
We have to make jokes so we don't cry. Let's play Burning Wheel.
That's... Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so Gwenum's hut is right down here. You arrive, and as you arrive, Alduin, one of the town herbalist comes stepping out of the, like, is coming out kind of as you approach the house, and she gives you a small bow, and is like, Commander or Captain. She doesn't know what your actual title is, and she says, "Are you here to see? Are you here to see the boy?"
Yes.
She says, "It's he's having a good day today." You should. It's you've chosen a good time to speak to him. Please, he's awake. Just go right in.
Okay. I enter the establishment.
And he's like laid out on kind of a straw pallet on the floor. He's not laid out. There's a straw pallet there for him. He's kind of curled up with his back to the wall and his knees up against his chest, and looks up at you. And you can tell right away that he probably hasn't gotten much sleep.
You got that 1,000-yard stare going on.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, hello. Is there?
Mako.
Yes.
I need any information you have pertaining to the location of where these wolves may be hiding out.
Tactful with the guy with PTSD. That's too tactful.
Hold on, slow up! I don't see you helping, Mr. Petulant Man-Child.
That's my face! Mine!
Don't do that while you're holding scissors. It's unfortunate. I heard what happened, but it's unfortunate.
He says it was. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I heard that you had killed one.
I did, but
He says you got lucky.
I kind of chuckle and ignore what he says. So, I need you to recount to me what happened, if you can.
Yeah, he's like, what is there to tell? We went out looking for the beasts. They found us first.
Where did they find you?
Out in the woods, maybe a half a day out.
What direction?
To the north.
Okay. Were you ambushed?
He says, we certainly didn't see them coming. So, yes. We were.
How did you get away?
He says, I don't really know how. I don't remember. It was just all a blur. We were we were there, then they came out of the woods and just tore the rest apart.
Do you have any estimate on how many there were?
He says, I couldn't see. They were too fast for us.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the information.
He says,
You rest up. If you need anything, you let me or Yezi know, and we'll do what we can for you.
he says, you're not planning on going out there, are you?
Well, we can't just let them continue killing people.
He says, you can. We just need to stay away from them.
They're encroaching closer and closer into town.
They haven't attacked anybody here in town. If we don't go to where they are, then our people will be safe. Why would you risk more lives? Haven't enough people died here already?
Because we can't live in fear.
He kind of laughs. He says the conqueror.
I kind of straighten my my armor a little bit, and I look at him and I'm like, "Good day," and I just turn and walk out.
You hear him calling after you. Just don't go after them. He'll kill you all. They'll kill you.
They'll kill you.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's all I needed, I guess.
Nicole, did you say that you were going to do some kind of research?
Some ancestoring.
Some ancestoring?
Time to circle up some ancestors.
Sounds kinky and illegal.
Kinky and
Probably both.
Yep.
That's the best kind of things.
It's only illegal if they find the bodies.
Wow.
You just really ruined the kink aspect for me.
I'm talking about the house full of bodies.
Uh-huh.
The bone shack?
They're always going to be.
They don't call it that for the skeleton.
The bone shack. I love it.
Doop, right there.
Oh, wait. I didn't see the bang.
It's right
Doop
here.
it again.
Doop.
My character screen is eating my entire screen. Okay, where is it?
Right there.
Oh, okay, house is. Oh, it's within the walls.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've gone back to your sanctum of sorts, and your plan is to call up an ancestor. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to get one that maybe had dealt with the wolves, not anytime recently, but maybe a long time ago, but I don't know how that's possible.
Are you what kind of spirit are you summoning?
A friendly, non-possessing kind.
Yes.
I just didn't know if there was a like which orders you have access to.
Restful Dead and non-restful dead.
The restless and the sanctified.
See.
Yes.
Okay. Either one can provide the revelation service for you.
The revelation service?
Yes, revelation is one of the things that you can that you can ask spirits for.
Cool.
Revelation is a question answered. The consulted, and if the consulted entity does not know the answer, it returns to its realm and seeks those down who might know.
Cool. Yeah.
Like-
I really want to talk to one of them.
But like everything, they will of course demand some sort of price.
Some sort of price. Yeah. It's kind of the name of the game here.
That
Well, if they need children, I know a
is-
guy.
Know a guy.
Cool. So is there any particular preparation you want to do, or are you just gonna go for it?
So I don't know if I need to call upon a restless or a sanctified.
The restless, either one will work.
Okay.
Both of them tend to demand tribute.
Yep.
Didn't you get a skill or something like that for the restless?
The restless that have a lower op.
I'm
Oh, wait,
like
no,
a,
that was burying. Never mind. Sorry.
I have a 1D reputation of reliable summoner. In that case, I should probably go to my fancy room with my fancy circle and do some circling.
Yeah, I didn't know if you wanted to do the
The circulation stuff, I totally do.
okay.
Somebody doesn't want to risk getting possessed.
Right. Cool. So the one you're required to do is the gate. If you want to hopefully, or if you want to gain some bonus dice, you'll have to spend some extra time on it. But you get to set your own ob for that.
Well, I imagine I could spend time on it right now because there's a little bit of a hurry, but
Sure. Yeah, it's just the way it works is you get to be like, I want X amount of bonus dice, and that becomes the obstacle for making that test.
oh, I'd just be happy with one. I'm not
Okay.
going to be greedy.
Nice. Yeah, so it would be an ob one circulation test.
Circulation. And if I fail, do I just not get it? Do I get negative dice?
you don't get negative dice. Obviously you won't get the bonus die.
Okay.
It's just that means that there's a flaw in the circle.
And that they could eat me.
Well, yeah, or that
Yeah.
Just a little nibble.
Very nice, Shaun. Very casual. Oh, of course.
Yeah, no, of course. It'll work regardless
They
of
do.
whether you succeed or fail at this test.
Oh,
It'll work for someone. Stop. I have a wound there.
motherfucker.
Oh,
What the hell?
God. Well, that's interesting.
Oh
get that.
man,
Oh,
sweet,
oh,
cool.
So I'm gonna
it takes
get eaten today.
So it takes about an hour
we'll
to
miss you.
Yeah, thanks.
to draw the
Once
circle.
we know where to bury you, we'll just leave you there.
That's
Yeah.
it.
We won't know someone's using her as a skin puppet.
Look,
It's okay. I can take over as the religious leader of this town if that
No.
happens. We're all good. We're all good.
It's
I don't let heathens.
No,
teach
we have
my
a priest
children.
coming in. We'll have them do it because they're actually a priest.
it's fine. It's
Have
fine.
you seen my picture? I've got a collar and everything. I'm a real priest.
Let me see your priest diploma.
Okay.
Shut
So you've gotten the circle drawn. If you would like to summon,
Okay.
it is depending on whether you want to summon a member of the restless dead or the sanctified dead. Changes.
What's the sanctified
ob 4,
restless?
ob 3.
Probably gonna go with sanctified.
I would.
Okay.
Less chance of them getting all up in you.
So it's an
They're
ob,
less eaty.
it's
yeah,
an ob 4
ob 4.
test, and then from there, they can then you can negotiate with it
Okay.
for prices.
And summoning isn't something I can really fork into, correct?
That is correct.
Ancestor-wise,
Yes, you can fork wises.
Okay, I'm totally gonna fork Ancestor Wise in.
It's automatically open-ended, right?
Yes.
Yes, it is automatically open-ended. If you fail,
Gonna summon a wolf ancestor.
Oh God, don't do that.
no.
but that
It's gonna
wolves
be-
have
it's gonna
ancestor
be the wolf
magic.
I killed.
Wolves have ancestor magic. That's what's so sexy.
If you fail, then you're pretty sure that no spirits answer your call.
For now.
Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
You're pretty, yeah, just nothing comes open. There could not be any problem with that flawed circle that you had made earlier.
Yeah. So my reputation and affiliations, they just get to hang out for a while.
Reputations and affiliations apply to circles tests.
Circles, that's what I
Yeah.
thought.
Did she lose a reputation if she continues on the highly successful summoning path she's on?
Yes.
I'm alone. No one knows.
That's a fair point.
I think there are later you can get like special reputations that are just for summoning. They're not called reputations, but they basically are the same thing.
Okay.
But
So I'm gonna fork in some Ancestor Wise. I'm gonna keep that will to live, so I'm not gonna spend any persona. Just have this feeling. It was not before.
I mean,
Yep, up for.
it's kind of your MO, Nicole. At least once per game, something really, really bad happens magic-wise.
Oh, look at that! You got a 6.
My
Goddamn.
God!
Dang. Do you want to? You could spend.
You got a
fate.
couple open-ended 6s on there too.
They automatically explode.
Yeah.
But you could, like, if you wanted to, you could spend a fate and re-roll one of those failed dice to get.
All right.
he's cheering you on.
Oh, I see. They automatically explode. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you can spend a fate to re-roll a failed dice.
Boom.
Yes, one
On
failed dice.
open-ended tests.
7 versus Ob 4.
Oh,
Awesome.
Did I just make the Ancestor my bitch?
good
No,
lord,
you
woman! You almost doubled the ob.
You get the
That's
name
right.
of the spirit, and then I think you could turn those in for bargaining dice, Shaun.
Okay.
Please
Okay,
don't eat
so
me. Please don't eat me. Please don't eat me.
if the summoner exceeds the obstacle, he successfully cast his summoning spell and earns some leverage over the entity who is called forth. The creature announces itself with one of its personal names and agrees to perform the service for the price described for his order. However, the summoner may spend extra successes as follows. 1 success may be spent to gain an opportunity to bargain or haggle with the entity.
So what's my bro's name?
I'm pretty impressed, Nicole. I gotta
Yeah,
say, that was well done.
I'm real thankful right now.
I am both impressed and disappointed.
Let's
Glad you have my back.
let's find out. Doop.
You're gonna get run over here, kitten.
Her name is I don't like any of those.
Allie.
These are bullshit names.
Her name is Sigrun.
Ooh, that's a good name.
I like that name.
Yeah, the as is customary, the flames in the braziers and candles around the room, they burn blue, and you
So I have a
hear
visitor.
yeah, and you hear the voice of the spirit call out, I am Sigrun. Who summons me here?
I'll announce myself and my position. and my intent to find out more about the wolves to protect my people.
She says, I can do this for you, speaker, but the dead always demand their price.
Which I'm used to.
She says there were many of my people that have been left parentless. I once left my own child parentless, but I have since come to peace with that. But for me to answer your question, you will have to provide them some aid. That is
what kind of aid are you thinking?
She says what you provide them is up to you. Food, clothes, medicines, whatever they require.
Question: is she like a recently dead? Are there her kids like around here? Do I know about them?
No, it's not her specifically. It's
okay.
All
any orphan child.
Yeah, all spirits demand tribute, right? And tribute,
right.
But that, what that tribute is depends on what the spirit is concerned about. She's concerned about orphan children in general, not her specific orphan children.
Oh, okay. That's what
I know a dude who probably knows some old orphan children.
I can help you make some orphans if you need. I mean, really.
Jesus.
Wow.
Someone keeps claiming my ideas as their own. I might be able to make an orphan kid or two.
Nice.
Next thing you know, Yezi's like, all right, I've decided to make orphans.
Now, if you want, you are welcome. Because you have those extra successes, you can spend it to bargain with the spirit if you would like.
To drive the price down?
Yeah.
Well, it kind of seems like a dick move to be like, can we not take care of orphans? Can we do something easier?
Well,
I mean,
that's a fair point. I mean,
really
like tired and
just really
hang
hate
on.
orphan children.
Mechanically, what this boils down to is you're going to have to make an OB4 resources test.
Oh, damn.
I'm
not helping you again.
That's what tribute is. So if you want to haggle with
barter.
How can I get it down to an OB 2?
No, there's spirits have a different price scale. The way it works is tribute is actually kind of like the second level. Below that is the mark. They will mark you in some way, and for the duration of their service, you have to have some visible sign of having dealt with that spirit.
Like a dick on your head.
Right. Yeah.
So how do I use my 3 extra successes?
So it costs 1 to bargain with it.
Okay.
If and what that boils down to is a versus test. If you lose the versus test, they will instead they will instead bump it up to the next level of and those extra successes, like if you're not happy with that, you can always spend 1 more and keep bargaining with it.
Oh, see, this is where her success turns into a colossal failure. I see. Okay.
Yeah. So you can be like, you can accept the cost that Sigrun demands from you,
Be nice to orphans.
or you can try to bargain with her for a better deal for you.
What are your resources, Nicole?
Is a whopping B2.
We can all help pitch in, everybody.
So what would we doing? What would our versus test be? Just
I could
whatever we
help.
pick?
It would be either bargaining or haggling, whichever one you have.
I could help you with the resources test.
Yeah, that's later.
I have like $5 and change.
I do have a B for bargaining, so I am a tiny bit intrigued.
I have a bag of nickels.
I kind of want to do it just because I want to see what happens, but
Lay down, Nicole. Come on, go with your gut.
I don't think helping orphans is a bad thing to do either.
Yeah, but it's a
But
B
mechanically,
roll,
if you wanna, yeah.
and you don't want to be taxed.
Like, it's not, is my character a bad person for not helping orphans? It's, can I make that B4 roll? Probably not.
Yeah, let's try to bump it down.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Now,
So
how
I'll
are you
spend
going to
one.
tell her you don't want to help the orphans?
Hang on.
I'm
You
sorry.
could say there's already a man well equipped to deal with orphan children in this town.
He
working
just
on things.
arrived yesterday.
She's not a particularly powerful spirit.
Okay.
I love you, Matt.
Yeah.
I only got one success.
Oh, it's looking good.
Yes. Don't jinx me, man. Let's roll my bargaining.
I'm going to jinx you. You got it.
Let me freaking ancestor-wise.
Oh, I could!
Oh, don't help her.
Dustin, I know where you live. I can find you.
But you can't get in my building because you don't have a fob.
She can run faster than you.
Everybody can run faster than me. There's a
I'd
little
like to-
Talos going hog wild behind you, Matt.
Yeah, he and the big black one are hunting each other.
So I can fork an ancestor wise, right,
Yes.
Shaun?
Yes.
Since I'm ancestor and wisen right now.
You are. What kind of argument? Like, what does this look like from your end? Because technically, like, if you're spending the success, I mean, I kind of already set your ob for you, but that implies that you are initiating the bargain.
Or you don't know any orphans.
I probably do though. That there's not so many to help out that I always provide them with the spiritual service that I offer that I'm already kind of helping them. Except more convincing.
Okay.
Not that, but you know.
But you know.
Better.
Right.
How Yezi would say it.
Yeah. Oh.
Nice.
Oh, there it is.
You
You even had some sixes to fall back on.
you get
I got
the feeling that she's slightly disappointed, but she acquiesces, and she says,
she's mad at me.
No, she's not mad.
It's okay,
She's
she's
disappointed.
she says very well. I understand you, and I believe you. Instead, and like from the circle, you see a small, like, silver and opal ring appear, just materialize on the ground in the circle. And she says, if instead, make sure I ask that your works be done in my name. For a time.
You still have 2 successes. Can she barter her down to nothing?
No, they will always demand something.
How about
Not really
fuck
a
you, and I'm gonna go
ring.
pee your name in the snow, and you'll take it.
This is literally the like smallest demand that they will make.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that. I'd say I'd be
Begrudgingly.
honored. I'd be honored to do my works in your name.
She says, "Do this for. I will give you the answers you seek, if you will swear to do this for one cycle of the moon."
So I wear her ring and I do good stuff for.
Month.
Yeah,
A month.
for a month.
I could do that.
I mean, you do have a feast to co-host, and that's a great thing.
It is, and this is in Sigrun's name. This is from Sigrun.
That's,
Could have been worse. Could have been a big old mushroom print on your forehead.
Yeah.
Or a
she
dick butt.
she says, "Very well then. Bargain struck. What is the question that you seek an answer to, Summoner?"
There are wolves plaguing our lands.
Dire wolf.
Dire wolves, excuse me. Dire wolves that are killing and attacking our people. I had a small vision from one, but I could not really figure out where they were or what their plans were. I'm trying to figure out what they want, where they are. Any information that'll help us stop them.
She says, I know the hunters whom you speak of. They hunt for us.
They hunt for the ancestors?
What?
She says they do not understand what that we have chosen to be here to watch over you. They see us as anathema, and they always have.
Oh, so they hunt for ancestors, not
They're,
in service
they're
of.
hunting down ancestors.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I thought they were hunting in behest.
Yeah. No.
of the answer. Yeah. I'm bad. Yeah.
How long have they been our enemies then?
She says, the enemies of you specifically,
Or just the enemies of the people of these lands? If they're only starting recently to make themselves a problem again, where have they been?
they have only come here recently, but their people have hunted us since the veil was put in place, since death began.
Super.
That's a long ass time.
The veil? This is some werewolf level shit right here.
So did they follow the Imperium here?
They are hunters. They find those who would pierce the barrier between worlds.
Yeah, I got attacked by one. I wasn't piercing no barrier.
Wait,
What?
does that mean that somebody is like fucking around with the Vel? Is that?
By
I guess I
definition,
don't understand that.
No, summoners do that by definition.
Okay, that's what. Yeah, I didn't know if you meant the voices or.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
but yeah, there are not many left.
So why are they hunting everybody?
I think that's incidental.
Yeah. Did it happen around the time that Gwynum was his angriest? The other voice that.
She says it's possible, but likely coincidental. They would have come no matter what. Eventually, unless they were all slain, they would have found their way.
What's the best way to get rid of them?
Eloquent like what?
She says that The best way or the easiest way?
I'm figuring the best way probably isn't the easiest way.
Take both. Ask for both. Get both
Yeah.
options.
Both options would be good, but
The best way, the way that would lead to the least harm, is to cease disturbing the barrier.
okay. So stop summoning.
So what's plan B?
Barring that, they are flesh and blood. They die
Yeah, we
like
discovered
anything
that.
living.
All right, I'll go kill the rest of them.
Clearly,
Sure you
know
will.
power summoning and magic.
Do you happen to know where?
Unless you wish to speak with them. But they are not known for their being amenable to abandoning their hunt.
Do it, Nicole. Talk to him.
How would I talk to them?
They are not dumb animals.
I didn't think they were, but are you going to carry a note or?
Jesus, I will go nowhere near them.
That's fair.
I have a really high etiquette, Nicole. We could just go ask him nicely. Fuck off.
Hello, wolves. Can you stop?
Pardon me.
Good puppies.
Do you have a name? Grey Poupon.
How would I
says
speak to them?
They will
I think
speak
with words.
if you can if you can speak to them, if you can speak to them, then they may listen, but
You're not seeing a high chance of that?
like most of the living, they have their wants, their desires, and their duties. There's no guarantees of in anything.
How do you talk to him?
With words! God damn it.
Yeah. She said with words. Where would I find them? I saw a place that looked old, but man-made. With
That narrows it
columns.
down.
She says yes. In the days I remember your forebears did not dwell in the villages with the people. They dwelt in their own place in the mountains. The hunters have found their way there, and finding none of your people there, they have taken it for their own.
So they really don't like the voices in particular. Okay.
Well, you keep summoning shit.
Yeah, maybe the Imperium should wipe out the Varda.
Yeah. Well, at least the voices.
That's real rude.
I'm just saying.
Okay, but that place is deep within the forest up in all the mountains.
Yes. Nobody has been there for a long time. Months
Do you know
at
of a
least.
spot? Months.
Oh, guess who has been there?
Has Gwenham been there?
She says, I do not know who has been there.
Was it a male summoner?
I do not know.
Did he have really fucked up hands?
Probably not when he went.
Huh. Somebody has been up there. Interesting. So other than with words, is there any sort of best contact place where I could leave a note,
They
Like a drop spot.
like a dead deer as an offering? I don't know.
she says if you wish to seek them out, I'm sure that you can find them. Just remember that they will brook no disrespect or sign of weakness.
Oh, good.
More than that, I cannot say.
Bring
What we should
Aldwood
do
to
is
duck
drag
his
the
mouth
corpse
shut.
of their friend up there and show them.
Make him into a really bitchin' coat.
Oh yes, I like what you're saying here.
I can't think of any more questions to ask her.
If only you knew somebody who didn't offer disrespect and showed no weakness before others.
Oh shit! I forgot that was even a thing. Yeah, she says, then if your questions are answered, speaker, then our bargain is done. I have given you what you asked for. You wear my ring.
Will it disappear after a month, or is there a place you would like me to put it?
She says it will be gone at the appropriate time.
Okay.
If the bargain is broken, I will know.
I know.
Ever take it off?
She whispers in your ear.
I'm watching you.
Let's watch him.
She says, then farewell, then, speaker, and the flames return to normal.
I'm gonna put on my fancy new ring, and I'm gonna go track down Aldwin.
Nice.
Do. I got some news.
I got maybe
wait, though.
one more quick scene, and then I need to take a short break.
That's fun.
Well, do you want to handle that really quick? Discuss the Aldwin Fayana.
Sure.
I mean, because I feel like that would be shorter unless Matt has something shorter. I like to start shit, so I'll
Yeah.
Yeah, Yezi's scenes are never short.
Hey, no, my scenes are fucking tight.
Well, I'm not saying they're
They're just-
like boring. I'm just saying they're never short. They're always action packed, full of momming and intrigue.
Mom Trig.
I had something I was gonna do, but I can wait if it's.
Oh, you can do it, Matt. We can.
Yeah, we can. What's first of all, where are you when you're doing this thing?
I am on. I think her name's Gisela. Gisela's farm.
You're on Gisela?
Sure.
Chadwick's mom.
Yes.
The lady who tried to rock you, like a hurricane.
Yes.
Gisela's farm.
Didn't she tell you never to come back here?
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
she
sure
sure
she did.
Okay.
Uh,
Catching up on
Are
the
you gonna
lore.
bring Chadwick this time?
yeah, is
You mean
Chadwick with
shield?
you?
No.
Oh, solid plan. I'll bury you. It's fine.
Oh, Nicole.
Uh,
I can only
I
imagine.
don't
what
know.
it's
I'm torn because just me going by myself, or the fact if I go with her son there, that might also aggravate things too. So, but
Be brave, Matt. We'll miss you.
like. I feel like she's gonna be aggravated regardless because you were never supposed to come back. So, I mean,
as you do.
okay. So
solid plan.
you arrive at Gisela's farm. She's out in her field, working. It seems like she's recruited a few of her fellows, out there. They're
I stop at the edge, like if there's a fence or some edge, and kind of make myself notice there, but don't blatantly just charge up to her.
Yeah, there's like a kind of a low stone wall, or a stone fence. It's maybe waist high. Tall enough to keep the sheep out. Really, if anybody had any sheep, I don't know. But yeah, she she looks up and sees you. And and yeah, she does. She calls out, "I thought I told you not to come here again." She stoops down and picks up a rock.
I'm hoping time and recent edicts by our leader may have helped change hearts.
She says, "I don't know. Have you abandoned your foolishness to follow the ancestors?"
Yeah.
Matt is full of regret.
I was trying to figure out how to word this.
Screw you, lady!
Because basically I want to say, like, I don't want to... My first response was, like, I didn't ask you to change your faith, but I'm like, I'm here to convert people, so... The reason I'm here has nothing to do with either of our religions. It is I'm here to mend fences, as it were, and bring people closer together.
She
or to bridge rifts that have grown.
She stands up straighter and looks around, and she's got like there's like 3 other Varda women, maybe a little younger than her, all like they were helping to like weed the wheat fields. But when she stopped to talk, like eventually they all kind of peeked up, and she looks at you on the other side of the fence, and she's like, "Well, it seems my people have been brought together, and the fence is working just fine."
Oh.
Very well.
Someone call the herbalist and get some burned.
I was gonna say it's the Shaun Hayward slam hour up in here. Man.
Yeah.
It is. Jeez.
And he says, "Fair enough, but I was hoping you'd be able to attend the feast coming up." And he says, other farmers are bringing their goods to share. Help the town out. And basically, I'm gonna kind of pitch it like that, like, this is something for the good of the community. Everyone's helping out, and since she's got other people there, I can make this a total oratory check, play up to the crowd a little bit.
Nice. Yeah. No, I think
Make it look like
to,
she's a bitch for refusing.
And try to convince her. Try to convince her to join.
All right. Let me.
I'm trying to think of what else I could do this, but
so yeah, she's got a B3 will. So your ob is 3. If you succeed, like it sounds like you want to get her to break down and come, right? Or am I misunderstanding?
oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So if you fail, if you fail,
you get rocked by 4 women.
No, like it's not going to come across as like an invitation, right? Like an entreatment to be part of the group. It's going to come across as you Like as far as her and that group are concerned, it's like it's gonna come across as like begging, like please everybody. She'll come either way, but really at this point, like she will get some social capital out of it if you fail.
Over the priest coming groveling to ask her.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah. And she's.
But I'm debating if I want to try to fork and intimidate into that or not, because if she's going to show up anyway, that kind of gets what I want, regardless.
Well, and I could totally see the intimidate if you did take the tactic of, everyone's going to be there.
Chadwick's gonna be there. It's been a while.
Well, more of like if you make it look like she's gonna be the bad person for not coming.
Oh, even better. Yeah, everyone.
Like that kind of like I'm inviting you, but this is also a little bit of a threat. Like, man, it'd be a shame if people thought
the eyes of the town are gonna all be there to see who's there and who's not. And okay, yeah,
it's a nice community on that side of the fence. It'd be a shame if anything happened to it.
Yeah.
You shame if anything happened to it.
Yeah, like if you have all this standing in the town, and if you don't help like everyone else, you're gonna look like a shithill,
Right. I will do it.
Do it.
I'm rolling 4 dice to 3.
Yep, ob 3.
Should go well.
I don't think suasion works on people who don't believe your religion.
Well, I don't think you can intimidate and suasion at the same time.
Sure you could.
You'd be surprised.
I think
have you met Catholics?
Intimidate and suasion go really well together.
Yeah.
Depends on if you're a fire and brimstone preacher or not.
Oh no, the Catholics. It's all based in suasion.
That's true.
And intimidation. Oh God, and the Baptists. Oh.
You're gonna do it or you're gonna go to hell.
Yep.
I am gonna fate that.
You
6.
you do got that 1-6. Oh, you made it.
Oh.
Just barely. Yeah. When you guys had first like gotten into it, she'd been pretty inflated. But as you speak with her, like you can just see her like getting kind of socially trapped, socially cornered, until like she's not in a position to be able to refuse without looking like any kind of an asshole. And you can see her face as she realizes that at the same time, right?
Yep.
Because you got her.
Yeah. And I'll cap it off with I'll kind of give a smile and a nod to the other young ladies that are working there, who probably know Gisella's story at this point, and I'll go, that's wonderful. Chadwick will look forward to seeing you. And I kind of spin it like, oh, it's a great reunion of this. They've kind of been estranged, and now they're together, and all her, and then I'll kind of nod and I'll turn and walk back.
Nice. Yeah. She can't get out of that. She will absolutely be there. Sweet. Okay. I think I need to take a short break here.
That's fine. I need to get some water.
And then when we come back, we'll just continue playing. Be right back.
Bitches.
Did you put us in break?